Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I have created a login sign up page using Express.js and Firebase. Let me show you my project and here is my project file structure. In my root file I have a package.json which actually contains the versions of my dependencies like Firebase, Firebase admin, Express, Express.js, that EJS and body parser. And Package log JSON contains all my node module dependencies and their versions, and I'll have node modules, which actually helps the Express to work on it. And I have index.js, which some may have as a server.js, and I have Firebase config, which I'll have my Firebase credentials, and I have an view, which actually contains my dynamic pages and I have an public folder which I contain static pages like assets like images I have and CSS files and normal other stuff which are static in nature. So let me go through my project through index.js. So in index.js I import the necessary packages express body parser which actually used to pass the incoming request bodies uh, and a path to handle the dynamic path in nature. So I could go to sign up page, login, and dashboard. And I have imported this Firebase config, which I have now. And I have imported this auth and create user with the email and password methods and other some methods which are useful. And I have set up Express.js here like defining port in 3000 and I have set some view engine setup and middleware usage and some other stuff like public file directory like view static file directory and some other. So here I have done get log get method. I have used it. It is used for the dynamic paging when in my website I could write slash sign up, it would direct me render the sign up page. And similarly, while login, it renders the login. If some error caused, it shows the error. So here comes the next one is the post, which actually does the major work here. So it takes the all the content like name, email, password, everything from the user entered, and it checks everything. Here comes the main logic of the sign in. Like it checks whether the terms and conditions are checked. If checked, it goes on in the flow. Else, it again renders the page with an error message showing that you must agree the terms and conditions. Similarly, if confirm password and password were mismatched, it actually pops the error password does not match. So if this all conditions were met, so if these all are passed, then it uh, enters the try block and checks create user and email function from the Firebase and it takes email and password which we have entered and the auth which we imported from the Firebase config as a parameters and goes into the user credentials. In user credentials dot username will dot user in that object we enter our name that we take from the user and in Firebase we have another service called Firestore which actually a no SQL database which actually saves name email as an key value pair we know like in dictionary. So here it saves name and the name you have entered and the email and user. Actually, in Firebase Firestore, it creates a database name user. In that, if it already exists, it creates an user document with the UID which is unique for the user. And after this all successful, it renders the dashboard. If any error caused in between, it shows the error. That's it. So same logic for the same it does for the login. Similarly, it checks if the already the email and password exists in the already created an account, then it renders to the dashboard. Otherwise, it renders some error message which got. And now comes the dashboard. But here we use get to dashboard. We direct to the dashboard. It actually takes the username, current username from the one who have login and goes to user ID and goes to that user ID and gets his name. So in dashboard, we displays his name. So if any chance it takes some time due to some network issue, it actually displays guest in while. Sometimes if anything causes like uh, name is not filled for suppose. So then also it takes a guest. So here app.listen, it actually runs the server. Coming to the Firebase config, I have my credentials and the necessary functions and stuff to be exported. Coming to the signup.ejs, which is in view files, it contains all normal HTML and HTML stuff, and it contains its CSS in a public CSS file. Uh, it's all the stuff. That's it. Normal CSS, HTML, and same comes with the login and dashboard. So let's run it and check it. So we'll go to it. So I'm in my current folder. I'll run node index.js. I'll run our server file that is index.js. So here comes a message server running on HTTP. So you could see here which we have written console.log. So when server actually runs, it shows the message in which port, in 300 port it is running. So it shows it. Let's go to the link. So I have nothing in the main page. So let's go to sign up first. Okay. This is how my sign up page looks like. So I'll enter my name, Surya. I'll enter my mail, Surya at the rate gmail.com. Next, I'll enter password, create some password, enter the same password, and I'll check the agrees term, and I'll enter sign up. And here, if you already have an account, you can go to the login. Now I'm going to the sign up. So it was rendering. So I have created that account. So it shows welcome to the dashboard, Surya. You have successfully completed. This name Surya comes from the Firebase. Let's go to the Firebase. In authentication, let's check. I have created now. See Surya mail, and in Firestore database, you could see the see, collection users we have in that. Let's see this. Yeah, see here I have where Surya name and everything. This is thing. Let's go to the login. I have writing the roots on here. You could actually use this sign up and login to move on. So in login, which we created now, I'll use this. Otherwise, I have created previously another one. I'll use at my hash at the red Gmail. I use this one. So login. So you could see, welcome to the dashboard, Mahesh. You have success. This name is actually coming from the Firebase. Uh, this all how I did. It's all my code. If you want, you could check it in my GitHub account, Surya _ 0804, and you do follow me on my LinkedIn to get touch with my current works, and you can check all my works uh, in my GitHub account. If you want, you could go into my GitHub account, see all the things, follow. I post all my works here. I just do everything. I just upload everything over here. You could check it. Check it. This is all the project. Uh, Make sure you check the link my GitHub account for the repository, source code, and relate. And thank you. I hope you all like this video. Uh, I hope you all like this video. Thank you for watching.